Dun 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 dun.
Biscuits and tea.
Kev, give your 3, 2, 1 like this. So B, do the intro.
Welcome in to Biscuits and Tea. We do have our co-host here, Will John, and your co-host, myself, Brandon Milburn. Tyler Back is on vacation still. And our co-producer associate is here. But Will, why don't you just kind of let everybody in on...
Quick disclaimer here. I mean, you can hear our...
Breaking news.
We'll get a good graphic to go in right there. Also, something like that. Today's podcast is sponsored by Rode. They have been with us for years now. We love them, and we want to thank them for providing the best audio quality equipment. Now, I do not want anyone to associate Rode with our sound producer who's learning the trade right now.
Yeah.
What we're going to do right now is we're going to unmute him.
Looking a little fuzzy right now, too. Looking a little fuzzy.
True. He's shooting in, he says 720. I don't believe that either. Somehow that's not true. But we want you guys just to get accustomed to when he talks. All right. We're going to keep him on a short leash today. Unfortunately, we would love to let him go. And you guys can hear him rant. We'll get to that. But Kevin, why don't you just go ahead and unmute?
Oof. It's Niagara Falls in the background, I think.
It sounds like a ghost army is attacking my house. That's
the sound of New York. It's like cicadas. Cicadas in Kansas.
He tried to blame it on New York. Yeah.
He's never even witnessed that. Cicadas, like how loud they are in Kansas and Missouri and like in the summer times, like how actually loud that is. I have that every single day. You can hear it all the time, and I don't have that noise in my background because Rode.
Totally.
Because Rode.
Boom.
Thank you, Rode.
Yep. Yeah. So links right down below to Rode, Sport Tea, Golarmy Nation, Golarmy.com, all sponsors of this great and fine podcast. We would love to just, Kev, if you could just throw up that first article, we'll get into it. We got a special segment also today where we will be asking Kev, producer, a couple questions.
Pop quiz. Yes.
All right. Brandon, you've seen some of these people. Let me read this headline for you. Notorious free climber, 21 years old, scales the Shard, which is a massive building in London. Post selfie from atop the skyscraper, despite being banned from tall buildings after dangling naked from a crane and did chin-ups from a 1,100-foot power station. His name is Adam Lockwood. Comments, B.
I am terrified of heights, and I go on YouTube and I watch people do this to try to overcome my fear of heights. And when I watch it, my hands and everything just start sweating so bad. I get the same feeling I would get if I was like having to go on a roller coaster or something, dude. These are so scary to watch.
Look at him.
Dude, it is like my hands are getting sweaty right now just because of this photo. Like, I don't know. It's just crazy. These dudes, you're going to end up dying sooner or later, right? Like that's.
Do you know how many of them have died? I mean, a lot of them have died. I mean, I don't want to say a lot, but let's say as opposed to, footballers going into tackles and dying, these guys, the percentage is off the charts. And I remember seeing one where a guy was dangling off of a building. He was just holding on like this. Dude. And he wanted to pull himself back up, but he'd used too much strength. He'd already used his energy doing all the bullshit, climbing from side to side. So you witness this guy trying to go hup. He tries to go hup again, and then he realizes, I can't do it. I can't do it. And he lets go, dude. He lets go. And he died.
Dude, my hands are sweating so much.
He died. And you watch the whole thing. You obviously don't see him fall, but you witness the moment where the guy has to decide.
Scary, man.
He realizes I'm dead, And I mean, I have no idea, to be honest, why this is even here.
Demonetized right now.
just for talking about it. Yeah, that's it. There's no other story to this.
Biscuits and tea.
Yeah, so on another B&T, maybe just a couple weeks ago, you asked the question, what is the combined, effect of me waking up in the morning and immediately
just immediately every single day. TikTok, boom, boom, video, boom. First 30 minutes every day.
Oh God. So yeah, there you go. The adverse effects social media could have on your eyes. It obviously isn't going to continue to talk about your eyes, but two terms that I'd never heard of ever. First one, doom scrolling. Do you know what doom scrolling is?
Oh yeah.
What is doom scrolling? Can you explain? You know what it is?
Well, actually, I mean, I guess my definition of it would be just like where you just get stuck in a trance, basically, of watching videos, and you just keep going, and like you don't really feel like you can like stop. And it's like you just kind of are kind of locked in. You're maybe dead tired, super like exhausted, and you're just like going through, and like I don't know, and you just like end up wasting like 45 minutes of time.
Exactly. Yeah. 45 minutes is a nice, generous estimation of how much time you can lose. But the real term as read here, doom scrolling has been used to describe the act of constantly feeding yourself bad news on social media, even though you know it has a negative effect on you. And even if you don't necessarily use social media to see bad news, it has a way of making its way onto your social media or news feed. And it's, So, I mean, there's a ton of people. There's a ton of people, but like even just from a political standpoint, that's basically what happened in 2016 and what's going on right now. All the divisiveness is just you get stuck in that algorithm and it feeds you, man. And if you don't tell it to stop, you don't say I don't want to see these ads. You don't go through the efforts of pushing that stuff away. They locate you and they put you onto a list and they hit you up and they go at you with their best stuff. Wow,
and it works.
Yeah, you know, what's funny is like you say, if you don't locate it and do it. So what I did, and I never go on Facebook ever, but what I did is I started following a bunch of football pages.
Yeah. So
I went and followed Ronaldinho. I remember this specifically. Yep. I literally tried to affect the algorithm. I went some positive news websites and that actually, it helped. It helped a ton.
You can get in there and mess with the settings. Yeah. You can mess with the settings and you can get in there now and do it, but still that's not like they want you to get addicted. But
you know the problem? What was the problem? I did that. Well, what happened? I would end up thinking, great, I'm not getting that. I'm not supposed to spend 3 hours watching Ronaldinho's last game.
No.
How did I end up here? I'm not supposed to do that either. So like what I've used is like a thing to like push myself away from the addiction. It's like I'm addicted to heroin. So I just go get some cocaine and then I go get some meth. And then it's the same thing. I'm not supposed to be watching this soccer game right now. Why am I in the 45th minute of a 2003 game? Well, it's a really good game.
Yeah.
It's not what I wanted to do. You know?
Yeah.
So if we keep going down, though, there's another term here, which is called, I believe it's called cyber sickness. Have you ever had cyber sickness, B? Do you know what cyber sickness is?
No, I don't. I've never heard of this. Cyber sickness. Well, you can't sleep or something, or what?
So, okay, motion sickness, it says, is something you may be familiar with if you've ever played VR. Have you ever actually put on a VR headset?
Yeah, I could see someone getting motion sickness for sure. Yeah,
I mean, it's a really immersive. It's insane.
You feel scared, like you're gonna like. I was doing a rock climbing game and I was terrified. I'm standing in the living room, pressing buttons until you feel like you're gonna fall off.
I did a shooting game back in at Oak Park Mall. They had that Microsoft store. Mm-hmm. So I was just waiting around. So I did that. I mean, I was rolling around, jumping up and down. My heart was going, turning around. A guy tried to stab me. I blew his head off. Like you feel for real. I actually would love to have one of those. It would be fun to have in the house.
We're going to end up doing, that's how the podcast is going to be. We're all just going to have VR headsets on and it's going to be like we're sitting in a room together. I think that's going to happen in the next 2 years.
Exactly. Yeah, I think it's sooner than we think. I mean, the idea that they used to have this idea for the Qatar World Cup, it obviously didn't make it in, but that they're virtually like AR type stuff that we know is going to happen. You're there, Kevin's in New York, I'm over here, and we're all going to watch the game, the World Cup game, because they've set up all the AR cameras around. So, and you also have a VR headset in. So we all put the VR headset. I turn to my left, I see B. I turn to my right, I see Kev. Yep. Everybody's on different continents, but we're all watching the game from the viewpoint of someone who's sitting in the front row of the stadium. Yeah. That's what's going to happen. That's what they wanted. And
that's value too. Like I want that. I want to be able to watch a game and everybody just like, that would be so cool.
It would be amazing. Let's make that happen. I don't know who we need to talk to. Nike or I don't know.
Sony, probably Sony.
Yes, Sony.
We need to get PS5s too. That's the thing. It's like I have this Xbox, and it's like Kevin's computer at this point. I need to get a PS5.
That's so true. Yeah, I know. Yeah, PS5s, they look cool.
I'm actually good at Call of Duty now, and
are you?
I haven't played FIFA, but I need to start practicing FIFA again. But I'm telling you, man, I think that I could stream on behalf of Gold Army and get like
how about those
Chick-fil-A sponsorship?
Chick-fil-A. Is Chick-fil-A doing okay? I feel like they got in a little trouble.
They're
okay.
You make chicken like that and waffle fries like that.
That's true.
That's
true.
You're good.
That's true. Isn't that funny? If you're good at something,
yeah, it's just like anything else. You score goals, do whatever the hell you want. Whatever. We'll figure out how to get you. Think about everything that university have done for athletes to get them through classes so they can make money. It's the same thing.
I get it. Basically, cyber sickness though is motion sickness. For those people that are wondering, it's basically just motion sickness. It's coming from using this shit way too much.
There's a lot of studies, like also with just the light, like blue light. We've always been using like different programs when we're editing and to cut that out. But I mean, when you're looking at that before you go to sleep, it's releasing chemicals into your brain that literally tell you like the sun, like the light. It's like wake up, like because that's what people used to wake up to is just the sunlight in your body.
Imagine.
But now we're just giving ourselves all this unnecessary light. Like you're going to have sleep issues. You're going to not be able to get into deep REM. You have your TV on all night with audio on, and your mind's processing all those sounds and stuff. Like you're not getting deep rest.
Dude, what's the longest you think you've gone without getting on the phone or computer?
Like
how long has it been?
When?
Like how long has it been? That's not the question. Not how long have you spent away from it. How long has it been since you've not like touched a phone and a computer like in a day?
When I went to Echo Bluff for that river float trip thing, like I wasn't on my phone like a lot of that because I remember I came back to my phone and you guys were like, "Where are you at?" And I was like, "Guys, I told you I'm on the river."
Did you have your
signal? Phone? I had it, but I don't have like signal and like the whole time like it was most there's nothing I could really use it for. Yeah, if I opened up my Twitter or like anything, it wouldn't load anything. It was like Kevin's. It's like Kevin's computer.
It's Kevin's computer.
I literally couldn't use it. So it was just in my pocket and I had it for like GPS. That was, but in terms of completely not having I've always just had it in my backpack. I've never not had it. 6 years old or some shit like that. It's something insane, like 4, Okay. I would say 12. I would say 12 years old.
12. Okay.
I'm 27.
Right.
So
think about that.
Yeah. What about you? How old were you? 16.
I mean, I can remember some travel where I didn't have over here in Europe.
Wow.
I didn't have a computer and I didn't have my phone because I didn't have a SIM card for the country. And so I just don't bother. And so I just don't take it. So
what's
that's
crazy?
Happened a couple times. Yeah. What?
Kevin is like today, like he's going without a computer and a proper phone. Like yours was like maybe 5 years ago. Yeah. Mine was, maybe it's today, September 4th, 2022 was the last time that Kevin didn't have a phone or a computer that worked.
Yeah. We haven't talked about his phone yet, but I'm pretty sure it's on the same level as a computer.
Do you have an iPhone, Kevin?
He's showing. Let the audio record show. He's holding
first generation SE.
And you can still hear the white noise. You still hear it? Oof. We're sorry about that, guys. And then he comes.
Those the headphones with the microphone on the chest. Not only do you get the fabric that hits right, but you also get that it can't control the elevated volume levels. It just turns into
no volume control.
It's
yeah.
Shout out Rode mics.
I don't know. I'm not even sure what he said. It sounded like shout out or shut up Rode mics. Like he's telling you guys to shut up.
Okay. If he said shut up Rode mics, we might have a little issue.
Yeah. Canceled by Rode. We get a little letter from Rode. We're big B&T fans.
Jeez.
You know.
Biscuits and tea.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get to those questions.
Let's get to them. I will go first. I'm pulling them up right now.
All right.
Welcome into the show. It's BNT. Make you want to know. We got all the info. We're going to ask Kevin O all the questions today on the pop quiz. It's
so I knows. Okay, I didn't know why we were.
I don't know. It just started rhyming.
Oh. Yeah, we need that. I thought you were going to rhyme something with Kevin.
It's like, I was just listening to like the UK. I wish that we were like the UK and the fact that they make cool songs for every single freaking thing in the world. And they all memorize it and they all sing it together. Like, I think America's way too stupid to remember that many lines.
Yeah, we don't do that.
We just go, oh, and we just yell sounds.
USA. That's our chant. That's it. We say our name.
Yeah.
That's it.
They got like full songs. So that was my attempt at making that for this segment. And I think that our editors will be able to work with it and get it going.
They'll work with something there.
All right. So some questions here. Spent my day yesterday kind of going through some questions that I think would be, not too over the top, but would just give us a good baseline of where Kevin's at intellectually. We all know he's very smart. He finished school in 2 seconds and was perfect in his high school and perfect in life and all that great stuff. Good for you, pal. But, these are the questions that I deem as these are important. And the ones that these are things you need to know. These are the things that are going to help you survive, be successful in life. And if you don't know, it's no big deal, Kev, but these are the things that we want you to know. We want B&T fans to know. So that when they're at that party next time, they have this information to share to look smart and look good. So
it's important.
First question.
Throw it at them.
Which 2 states in the U.S. share the most borders with other states? Little geography question, Kev.
Oh, buddy. So
time on the clock, 30 seconds.
Absolutely.
Which 2 states? Okay, so could it be Texas?
Dun 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 dun. I had to make a difference when it copyrighted.
I don't know.
Best guess.
New York and Missouri.
1 of 2 is right. Missouri was a correct answer. New York. It is Tennessee. Thank you very much.
Let's go ahead and mute him for a second. There we go. That white noise was killing me. How do you feel about his performance?
I wouldn't have been. I'm going to make fun of him because he guessed the state that he lives in.
I know.
I feel like that would be something you know.
And he only knows. Yeah, he only knows that state. Like people from New York only know one other state that they've heard of. Like there's New York.
It's a tough question. I think it's a little trick question. I don't know if I would have guessed Tennessee either, but it makes sense when you think about it. Next question.
That's good. Next question.
What's the only mammal that's able to fly?
Bat.
Nailed it.
He got it.
He nailed it. Damn it. I was hoping you'd get that wrong. Damn it.
Yeah, it's also because he doesn't know that there are any bats in New York. He believes. Or was it bats or rats?
No, I saw a bat. I sent the whole apology to the Eagle Orami when I saw that. No, I sent it personally to B.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's funny.
Thank you. I don't think he's going to get this one. I really, really, really don't.
Let me look at this one. Let me look at this.
It's the third one.
No chance.
This is important.
Maybe.
Right?
He's smart.
But but this isn't okay. I know why he's not going to know this. What is the minimum temperature chicken should be cooked to for it to be safe, Kevin? He doesn't eat meat, but you should know this because what if you're cooking for someone you babysit?
I don't eat meat and I don't cook. So we'll go 350.
350. Yeah. 165. Buddy, can you imagine if you cooked a chicken to internal 350? This would be.
I know. That's so hot. That's so. What do you cook your plants to? And
I mean, you would
Kevin is roasting shit.
I mean, you can set your oven to 350 to get to an internal temp to 165.
That's
but 350 internal
fine.
temp? You'd have to have your thing at like 1,000 degrees probably.
What would you? How are you going to cook that? What gets things to 350 internally, like on a skillet?
I honestly don't. I don't know what would need to get that hot. What would ever?
It would have to be black on the outside. You couldn't
straight black.
You couldn't get it to 350.
No, there's no way.
600 on the outside. It's going to burn everything. It's impossible. Maybe it's not impossible, but it's hard.
No, I think that. Yeah, I think that's like anything above 200 probably just. Anyways,
that's. Yeah. All right.
Kevin, I still, you need to know these things. This is important. You could kill someone, just because you're a vegetarian
100%.
and you don't cook. What do you mean you don't cook? What are you going to do? Are you just going to eat from the government your whole life? Are you going to?
That's the plan.
Jeez, come on, man.
Not get a computer, eat from the government.
What
will feed
battle? What battle is considered the turning point of the American Revolution?
Oh man, this is just Is this the one where they went across the Delaware and it was icy?
I have no idea. You're the one that claimed to know history of American history, I believe.
I don't know if I claim to know American history, but we'll go.
That's what we were talking about last show.
I've heard the name. Yeah. The Battle of Bunker Hill. I don't know if that has anything to do with anything.
Battle of Saratoga. Correct answer.
That was going to be my next guess.
It's disappointing, Kev. I thought that you were going, I thought that when we go to trivia night at the local pub in Blackpool, that we would be able to count on you to come through on these I literally pulled this off of trivia night questions.
He did nail the Battle of Bunker Hill was fought on Saturday, June 17th, 1775, during the siege of Boston in the first stage of the American Revolutionary War.
Okay.
So he did get that. I mean,
it was related. Yeah. It's related. Yeah. Good job. I wouldn't have been able to do that, Kev. I'm proud of you on that one, actually.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. 3 points.
What is xenophobia, the fear of?
This the next question is clearly my favorite. I think that's the direction we're gonna have to take the next week's or whatever next time's quiz.
All right, random guess. Maybe it has something to do with cyanide, the fear of poison.
Fear of dogs.
I like that idea.
Fear of dogs.
Yeah. Fear of dogs. Okay. Because it's like canine.
I don't see that root in.
I have no idea.
I don't see that root xenophobia.
But you should know these things. If you're, if you're such a genius, Jimmy Neutron, you should know this shit. I mean,
Yep.
And this is Will's favorite question. Very in line with everything else I've asked. Who is the mascot for the fast food chain KFC?
Colonel Sanders.
There you go. Well done, buddy. I'm proud of you for knowing that one, because that really does prove that actually, no, KFC is really popular overseas.
It is. Oh, man.
That doesn't make me feel any more confident about like what Kevin's roots truly are. I don't.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not American good guys.
Nah, they're global.
Kevin is. There's something going on. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, witness protection.
I don't think he's literally not allowed to have computers. Maybe that's the issue here.
That's it. Oh, well, they're gonna find him. Yeah, so he's got this government issued computer that they know they can monitor.
Yeah.
So they can't find him.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got some questions?
All right. Well, I do.
He did a pretty good job. I'm not gonna lie, because those are super really random. Good. He did pretty good. I'll give him credit on that. Actually. Absolutely.
I think so. I think he did really good. Yeah. Now these questions are yes and no questions for the first couple. We've only got two. So technically, we've got three sections of questions. But
I'm reading them right now.
Let's start off with this first one. Kevin, was Kansas, wait a second. There we go. Was Kansas a slave state?
No.
Okay.
Most progressive state in America.
Thank you. He's learning something.
That's true. You are learning. You are learning. Very good. Kansas was not a slave state. Now, Kevin.
Thanks, John Brown.
Was New York
JB?
Was New York a slave state?
I'm going to say yes, but
What?
very early on. That's my guess.
Wow.
There you go.
Wow.
That's very good.
Wow.
That is it. Well done. That's correct.
Well done,
That
bud.
is correct. Very early on. It was. It makes sense too, actually. I got that as well. It does make sense because of the proximity, because of who's coming over, because of the timing, and then obviously the progressiveness of the North and stuff that happened. Makes sense that they were like, yeah, everybody else around us is not fucking doing this. We gotta, they got pressured. It's crazy how things worked in the same way back then,
I just think it's amazing
Politics
how
and
Kansas has just always been a great place.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that at all. And
Since
you
day
see
one.
type of people that we produce. Yeah.
Top notch. No wonder we got a World Cup.
That's so true and not surprising at all.
I mean, honestly, at this point, I feel like they're lucky to be able to host the sport in the event in Kansas City. Like, I don't even feel like, like Kansas City got no, they got us.
No.
We're the hot
Exactly.
girl.
You guys are lucky. Yeah, exactly. You're welcome.
We're the 10 out of 10.
Did we just lose him again?
Yeah. 100%. 100% we lost
100%.
Kevin.
Why would I doubt that? I was thinking, he's still here.
No, I guarantee you that he got the new computer and then
it's out of battery.
And it died. I guarantee you.
Yeah. 100%.
Or it just it got to memory and then it was like
honest to God.
So,
Kev, right in the middle of his section too.
Tyler and Kev, I'm telling you, man.
Both.
This podcast will not grow until they are sorted.
Yeah, we do need to.
Because we have really good content, and I watch a ton of podcasts right now that are in the same vein as what we do, and we are just as good. And we're not fucking stand-up comedians. I'm not saying that I'm fucking Bobby Lee or Andrew Santino, but I'm telling you the things that we talk about and the things that people find interesting and what's going viral on these platforms.
Agreed.
We are fucking hilarious, and the editing we do is better than a lot of them.
It's good. I agree
so it's like
so much.
We just need fucking people who want to do this for real. Like, I bought this. Like, this is this is money. Like, I've invested into the show.
There was a comment just the other day that said, "Are you guys sure you're getting like YouTube? What's wrong?" Like, basically, the question was like,
"Oh, YouTube.
You guys should have. Yeah. You should be so much better. Like this thing. It's like blah blah blah. It's all." That was literally a comment just the other day. It was like
everyone's getting by YouTube. I mean, even the big shows are getting by YouTube.
Yeah.
When you're Bobby Lee and Andrew Santino, you release a show and it only gets 250,000 views. Something is not. I mean, they only have like 550,000 subscribers on YouTube. How the it makes no sense.
At this point, though, they have to pigeonhole like YouTube or the algorithm. We talk about the algorithm like it's this machine that they can't influence at all. But obviously, they're putting information into it. They can,
Oh, absolutely, they can control it. I think that I think a lot of it is a negative effect from not having like all the data tracking and the cookies and all the way that all got impacted through the privacy stuff that happened with everyone's phones. I think that like it hasn't been able to rebound where like advertisers are making the money that they need to make through paying into Google AdSense. I think people have pulled back on that. And it's just negatively affected everybody. But there's also, you have people shifting to short form. Like, you have to make short form shit.
Yep.
You can't get, like, people won't stick around, dude. They will not. And you're competing against that. And like doom scrolling and all that stuff that you're looking like, that's where we're at, dude. Like, you're competing against that.
What are you going to do?
You have to make short stuff, improve value, and then get them onto a long form. That's the only way.
Exactly. Yeah. They won't stick around otherwise because their attention. I mean, but isn't it crazy that we literally in such a short period of time it's decreasing the attention span, the average attention span and ability is decreasing at such a rapid rate, like 20 years, 20 years gone.
Being able to focus is going to be a trait of people, like a very small percentage of people. And I don't feel like I have like a tremendous ability to focus, but I at least feel like thankful enough that like I enjoy only listening to audio podcasts in my ears for an hour and 30 minutes. And I sit through it and I'll listen to the whole thing. And like,
will you do anything else though?
Walk.
Like, I mean, will you walk, or you'll be doing something, but you won't be watching TV? Or maybe you have a game on?
No,
something like that?
I can't multitask like that. If I'm listening to something, if Maddie starts talking, I have to pause it. Or I can't.
Exactly.
I can't process two things, and I am very aware of that. And that's why I've been trying to do less multitasking like that. But yeah, no, I mean, the whole YouTube thing, it's really, I think it's going through a major thing right now, dude. It just doesn't seem the same, like as viral. Like Cody Ko is not as viral as he used to be, dude. He is not, dude.
Really?
His videos don't.
Because is he not making short form content either? Or
he tries to still do his
not
reaction videos, you know? He still tries to do those, and I don't know if
they just don't go as well.
Getting tired of it. I think he's been dealing with some mental health stuff potentially, but
I mean, he's been doing it for a long time.
He's got 5.88 million subscribers now. Well, I guess he still gets 1.7 in 2 weeks, 1 million. He's still doing good. I take that back.
Yeah. Stop scrolling so much and listen to this podcast or watch it. Yeah. Don't do anything.
Don't be an idiot.